Within less than an hour, the Iraqi translator residing in America sent John the mobile number of his friend Hamid via WhatsApp, along with a message saying that he is now awaiting John's call. John felt a strange sensation, a mixture of eagerness to begin the search for his father, who had been missing in Iraq since 2004, and fear of rushing into it, thinking he might be chasing an illusion he created himself, pressured by his love for his father and his desire to bring him back. He decided to wait before calling Mr. Hamid, who lives on the outskirts of the barren Iraqi desert, where herds of camels, sheep, and goats roam, and most people live in tents that are easy to move as they search for grass for their livestock. John realizes that he is close to traveling, and after making the final decision, he must travel to Washington to obtain an official entry visa to Iraq. Before that, he needs to complete a series of preparations. John made up his mind and called the Iraqi Hamid, the friend of the Iraqi translator. "John, I am John from the United States. May I speak with Mr. Hamid?" Hamid, in understandable English, "Welcome, Mr. John. This is Hamid speaking." John briefly explained his story, confirming that he had decided to travel to Iraq to search for his father, who the Department of Defense, the Pentagon, declared dead, but whom John believes is still alive. To make the story convincing for Mr. Hamid, John said, "Since we never received his body, and because I saw him in a dream several times with people living in the Iraqi desert wearing their traditional attire, I believe he had an accident, lost his memory, and the people there took care of him." John added, "I know this sounds very complicated and like a fantasy, but I managed to convince my mother, my girlfriend, and my sister." Hamid said, "Perhaps you don't have enough information about the complexities and vastness of the desert area." Hamid added, "Mr. John, just one of the large valleys called Wadi Horan can hide hundreds of thousands of people and extends 365 kilometers deep into the desert." John, "I know that, along with other large and small valleys." Hamid, "I will arrange with an expert in desert smuggling, and when you decide to come, let me know so that I can connect you with him." Hamid then added, "These smugglers work for money, and if he knows you're American, he might ask for a high price." John, "The important thing is that he doesn't betray me or hand me over to people who might kidnap me, as happened with Americans and foreigners during the occupation of Iraq." Hamid, "Rest assured, these are tribal people, and they don't betray their guests. Betraying guests would harm their reputation." John, "Thank you for this information. I will keep you informed of my steps."